All right. Running very late here today. I had some issues. I I'm gonna expose some stupidity here, but I forgot to. Is this thing even on? I don't believe so. I don't think it's even on. Doesn't appear to be. Okay, it's on. We good? We square? We're good. Yeah, so I forgot to defrost the steak that I had, and then I decided to microwave it to defrost it. And I set it on the right time, but I set it on the wrong wattage, and I damn near cooked the whole thing within a few minutes. So it's like mostly cooked. So it's like, well, I mean, I can still eat it. I mean, I could just fully cook it later, but kind of defeats the purpose if it's not raw. Yeah. So luckily we got some backup here. Not my first choice, but we got some pork here. This is the kind of pork that you would put like maybe at one of those like restaurants where you have like an open flame at your table and you cook it yourself, or you'd have like one of those like hot pots where you just like boil meat and shit. Good stuff. Probably wasn't my first choice, but I had to hurry up and call an audible there. Could have just canceled this, but I said I was going to do one per month, and so far I've done that. Even though the last one wasn't very good. The last one was my birthday stream, and yeah, that was a failure. We want to talk about how things are going. Let's put it this way. In terms of just general turnout, worst year so far. And the peak of that was the New Year's stream and the birthday stream, which are always the times when people who are gone for a while suddenly come back. Or people who maybe subbed and never come, and then like, hey, remember me? I came on that one stream like 6 months ago, and I'm like, nope, I don't know you. I'm not sure I'm supposed to. How would anyone remember that? But yeah, things are not going well. I tend to pick the wrong games. I think I'm picking the wrong games. I think things were okay with the Like a Dragon game, and I started off okay with the Final Fantasy. But yeah, the Persona thing. And I thought that would go well because when I play 3 and 4, it went really well. This time definitely not. And this is the longest Persona game so far, and yeah, I wish I could have ended it a lot sooner. I personally enjoyed it and would love to continue to play it. However, 16 streams was definitely enough. 15 plus at 16 was very short to finish up. But yeah, it's been disappointing so far, but I'm gonna try to start throwing things out and seeing what sticks, and trying not to stick to stuff too long. I'll like turn this on and preheat this here. But yeah, I started playing Fallout 3 because that's like the popular thing now. Playing the Fallout series because of the show is very popular, which I enjoy. But yeah, I don't know. It's certainly very nostalgic because I haven't played it in over a decade, and it was certainly a. I think it was mostly nostalgia. I didn't get as far as I wanted to on the first stream with the story. There's a lot of things about the game is very outdated. It's from 2008, so there's things I didn't realize until I got to it. And I was like, "Oh, this is outdated." And yeah, I was having a difficult time getting around and figuring shit out. And I was like, "Oh, there's definitely some quality of life things that are certainly missing in this game." I'll try not to spend too much time on it. I'm only gonna do like side stuff that actually interests me because I've beaten the game several times in the past, and I've probably done most of the side missions, if not all, for like all the Fallout games I have played, which is 3, New Vegas, 4, basically the only ones that actually matter. I played a little bit of Fallout 76, but didn't get very far, and I'll probably just like make a new account and restart that at some point. And I'd love to stream Fallout 76. I don't know. That's probably the. I mean, the one I'm excited about the most is definitely Fallout New Vegas. That's the best one. That is the best one. I think most people are in agreement that the Fallout New Vegas is the best one, unless you're one of those weirdos on the Reddit or the No Mutants Allowed website where they're just like all about the OG Fallout, the turn-based isometric bullcrap, which I played, and I wasn't impressed. I'm sure it was fine back then in the 90s, but it doesn't hold up today. And if you think it does, you're just being nostalgic. Because I'm playing the Fallout 3 game from 2008, and yes, I'm nostalgic for it, but I will admit that it definitely is missing some modern quality of life improvements. Like being able to run. Yeah, your character jogs very slowly. Get some pork in here. Let's go. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks nice. Shared this post on here, and it basically just when you share like a post on your community tab, you have to put some kind of text for some reason. I don't know why. So I just put a beer emoji. It's just the 2 beer mugs clinking, which is my typical thing. I wish there was an emoji of a beer can though. That would be nice. Or to make it even more complicated, a emoji of a hand cracking open a beer. That would be kind of complicated now, would. They have a beer clinking emoji. I'm not sure what emojis they have. They got the beer clinking one. They got like the sort of like, I guess, whiskey glass. And what else do they got? Going through here, let's go to the food. I like I was listed under the food emojis. Yeah, it's got like a 1 beer mug with the foam, then it's got 2 beer mugs that are clinking, it's got 2 champagne glasses that are clinking, it's got a champagne that's popping, got a red wine glass, got a whiskey glass, got a martini with like an olive, got like some kind of like fruity drink with a red straw and like a fruit sticking out of it. It got sake. And we got like a glass that's like tipping over and it's got like a little drop coming out of it. It's like almost empty. That's supposed to... Never seen that one before. Maybe that's supposed to signify I am out of liquor. This won't be incredibly long. Probably gonna just try to get this cooked, eat it, and doing a stream after. If I wasn't so close to the end of the month, I would have just delayed this and did the game stream right away, but I only got a couple days left in the month, and I said I was going to do a cook thing every month. Even though no one's really holding me accountable for it anymore. Me saying I was going to do it, multiple people saying, hey, why don't you do the cook streams? You rarely do them. You only do them like a couple times a year, maybe. And yeah, my response to that was, okay, well, fine. I will do them at least once a month for the entire year. So far, I've done that. But this one, I'm definitely cutting it close. Some good stuff there. Probably can't even hear it. Man, I get far too many notifications on my phone. It's annoying as fuck. Very distracting. Like, I get pop-ups like every fucking couple minutes. Sometimes I'll get like shit tons of pop-ups all at once. Waking up in the morning is a disaster. Like trying to sift through all the notifications. I guess it's my own fault. It's always just easy just to click notifications on for everything. Like, oh, click this to get notifications. Okay, click this to get notifications. Okay. And then next thing you know, you're getting notifications for everything, and you're like, do I really need all these notifications? The answer is no. No, I don't. I sure as hell don't. Go ahead and throw this on here. I probably won't eat all of this. This is way too much. I forgot how many grams this is. I want to say it's over 400 grams. Yeah, it's like 427 grams of pork. That's far too much pork to eat in one sitting. I mean, I can eat it, but it doesn't mean I should. Let's say I eat like maybe half the plate. Save the rest for later. My desk is so fucking messy. Got some sauce here. Can't really see that. Oh. Oh. But anyways, back to what I was saying earlier about doing the cooking streams once a month. Before I started doing it, people were like constantly bugging me about it, which I didn't mind because I wanted to do it. I just wasn't. But now that I'm doing it, it's like, where the hell is everybody? Got a little bit of cold beer here. Is got to turn that off. Nice job. Beer goes with everything. So good. Yeah, I'm definitely not eating all this pork. There's no fucking way. I'll eat what I've cooked, but there's still quite a bit left on the plate that I haven't cooked yet. You know, so after this, I'll be replaying As Dusk Falls. I think I played it like a week ago. Yeah, I just sort of randomly decided to play it. Didn't really announce it. Played it on a bad day, bad time. What it was, I had finished up Persona 16. 16? I had done my 16th and final stream to Persona 5. And yeah, I was still wanting to stream, so I decided to just start a new stream right after and opened up As Dusk Falls from Game Pass and was always interested in it. I like those type of games. Game ended up being a lot better than expected. And apparently there's like 4 different endings. So I got the first ending. And usually what you do with that type of game is you replay it and you make better choices based on immediate hindsight. Like, it's kind of bad to wait too long to replay it if you have a bad memory like me. Then you might end up making the same fucking choices. However, I did put a poll asking how I should play it. Should I make better choices than the first time and aim for a better end? Or make all the worst choices intentionally and intentionally fail all the action sequences, like all the quick time button presses, just to see how bad it can get. How badly can the ending be? And I've done that before in other games. Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls. Heavy Rain I've played a couple times, but I think both times I actually tried. Obviously the first time I played it was like 2010 when it came out on the PS3. And then second time I played it, I don't know if I streamed it or not. I know I played it again a second time, and I don't even know if I finished it the second time. I think I streamed it here, but I don't even know if I finished or not. I had to have. It's not a long game or a difficult game. Not at all. Search it up, type in my channel name, and type in Heavy Rain. You can't just type in my name anymore. Because you type in my channel name, and it's that same fucking idiot. 3 years ago, huh? Looks like back then I was doing some, Are you fucking kidding me? Please tell me that's not true. The guy I'm talking about, Johnny Somali. Please tell me he's not back in Japan. Jeez. I'm so tired of people making videos about this motherfucker. The only reason he's famous is because people keep making videos about him. And his own channel views are so tiny. All the search results that show him are other people's videos, not him. It's like 99% of the fucking videos you see about him are other people's videos about him. 1% of it is actually his stuff. And he gets shit views. So, you know, here's an idea. Quit virtue signaling and pretending like you give a shit about Japan if you don't even live there. And quit making videos for a trend, okay? This is like a year, going on a year now. Can we just shut up about this? And the reason why people keep making videos about it, even though he doesn't even live in Japan anymore, is because we got more people acting like fucking idiots. Here's an idea. Quit drawing attention to them. They probably love the attention. And for the general tourists that act like fools, let the authorities deal with that shit. Quit virtue signaling. Like, why is it that Japan is like getting the biggest fucking sympathy? There's plenty of countries where tourists act like assholes, but it seems like the only one that anyone ever wants to talk about is, oh, poor Japan. Like, why does Japan get the biggest fucking victim, like, mentality? Like, everyone's always like, oh, those poor Japanese people. Did you forget what they did during World War II? I'm just saying. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? Like, let's calm the fuck down. But it looks like back then, a few years ago, I was doing really short streams. Of course, I was constantly switching between games. And that's probably where I had the most people watching me, was when I would constantly switch. I would do multiple streams in one night. I would like play a game for 2 hours, switch over to a different game. And I would ask people, what do you want to see me play? And they would say, oh, play this game, play this game. And I'd have like fucking PS Plus or Game Pass pulled up on my screen. And people would throw in their suggestions, and I would... Back then, I didn't do polls. Back then, I would take people's suggestions, and I would use like an app on the screen or whatever. I'd use an app like a wheel, you know, like spin the wheel, and it would pick a game for me. That's how I would do it. And I would just constantly be shifting through different games, either games that I've already played that people were liking, or games I never played that people were suggesting. Yeah, it looks like back then I did 4 heavy rain streams, and they were all pretty short. Holy fuck, dude. This is so not me now. First stream is a little over 2 hours. Second stream was 40 minutes. Dude, I know what happened back then. Back then, it was probably I was constantly getting cut off. Bad internet, constantly getting cut off. And stream number 3 was 2 hours and 40 minutes. Stream 4, hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, it must have been, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd have to actually like click on the fucking individual streams and see the dates of them. Oh man, my old stream starting soon screen was Ghost of Tsushima, even though I wasn't even playing it yet, because it hadn't even come out yet. I don't think at that time. No, it had come out. It had come out. This is September 2020. I played Heavy Rain. September 9th. And then September 9th. Load up, son of a bitch. September 9th. September 10th. The 40-minute stream. Lord, it's so slow. September 14th. Oh, wow. So it wasn't because the internet cut off. It was just because I only played 40 minutes. Weird. That is super weird for me. September 14th. And then when did I play the final stream? October 27th. Jeez, did I really wait like an entire fucking month to finish the damn game? That is so not me anymore. That has not been me for a long fucking time. Honestly, it's probably to a detriment because I'll stick with one game and not switch it up and fucking not switch anything until I finish the fucking game. I don't like having tons of games switching between. I tend to lose focus and forget about stuff. My problem was if I played more than one game at a time on stream, one of those games would end up going on the back burner and I'd forget about it. And the more games I added to the rotation, the worse it got. So then I started focusing on just one game at a time. And then recently I started doing like the long streams, like the more important games I do the long stream, and then like sort of more casual stuff that I'm not super hyped about, I would do on short streams. And then Persona 5, I started playing that and I was like, oh shit, this game is so fucking long, I'm gonna have to devote all my stream time to it. Otherwise it'll take me like a year to fucking finish the game. No thank you. Like to get to it, because you know people were fucking being dicks and spoiling shit. The longer it takes you to finish a game, the more likely somebody's going to try to spoil shit for you. It was a week ago that I finished Persona. Personally, I could have kept playing it. I had no problem. There's a few different endings to the game. I could have did New Game Plus. Do social links that I didn't either finish or that I never started. Make different choices, get a different ending. There's a few different endings. I could have kept playing it. But it's pretty obvious that would have just been a waste of time. Maybe someday I'll do it. Maybe when they announce Persona 6 and there's hype around Persona 6. As for now, I really want to start. Aside, if it wasn't for the Fallout TV show being such a success, if it was a failure, then I wouldn't have done it. But because it was such a success and everyone seems to be streaming it now, I was like, alright, well fine, I'll start streaming the Fallout series that I haven't played in many years. But at the same time, it's clearly nostalgia that people are playing off of it. And honestly, like, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I purchased all the DLCs for the Xbox 360 version of the game because they were cheap. I used to have it all on disc, but I don't have those discs anymore, so I had to rebuy them digitally. And honestly, I remember some of those DLCs not being worth playing. They're short, but they're still a waste of time. Like, even if it's like a 3-hour DLC, I don't want to waste 3 hours on a DLC that's a pain in the ass. And I remember New Vegas, there was one very specifically I never want to play again, like Dead Money. I have no interest in Dead Money. So I don't know if I'm going to do all the DLC for it. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I've done one 12-hour stream for it. I don't want to do more than 5 streams for Fallout 3. Same with New Vegas. I don't want to spend more than a few streams on that. Same with Fallout 4. I don't want to spend a few streams. A few streams for each one. And I don't want to do them back to back. So when I finish Fallout 3, it'll be a while before I do New Vegas. Although, if people keep streaming it, I see they're streaming it a lot, then it might egg me on to fucking jump into it quicker. But I feel like if I do Fallout New Vegas right after, that might be a bad idea. I don't really know what to stream. I got like Final Fantasy 1 through 6 Pixel Remaster, but I've played so many Japanese RPGs for quite some time, and yeah, I think people get sick of that shit. I know I do. I get tired of playing turn-based RPGs. I'm ready to play some games with a little more action to it. Something where the game isn't 60, 80, 100 hours long, and I'm sitting through endless cutscenes over and over again. Although it's ironic because I'm playing as Dusk Falls after this, and there's a lot of narrative to that. Although there's plenty of button pressing. It's like an interactive choose your own adventure novel. It even has the art style, the watercolor painting. Pretty cool. But yeah, I have Game Pass, and there's plenty of choices. And yeah, I would definitely like some direction about what it is I should actually play. You know what's funny though? Shut up, dog. I don't. Yeah, I never finished the fucking game. For Heavy Rain, I never finished it. I was on the stream number 4 and it just cuts off in the middle of a cutscene. Maybe bad connection at the time. Bad internet connection. Yep. I've numbered them. It was like Heavy Rain number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I just typed in number 5 on the search bar for my channel name. Nothing. Nothing. That means I did stream it, mostly. And I didn't fucking finish it. That was how it was back then. Back then I would stream games and not finish them. And that's probably because I was playing too many fucking different games at the same time. I'm trying to pull up something here real quick. Even work. I have never heard of it. Recently added. Saw a bunch of people shitting on this game. But from the reviews I've seen, people like it. Xbox fans seem to like it. Actually, it's either two things. Either the Xbox fans are just making fake reviews because they're fanboys and they're fighting back, or the people that are shitting on the game didn't actually fucking play it and they're just Xbox haters. And I don't really have a horse in this race because I have both systems. When I see people saying shit like, oh, stupid Xbox, or oh, stupid ponies, I'm like, dude, grow the fuck up. Just buy both. What are you, fucking poor? What are you, 12 years old? Your parents, your mommy and daddy didn't buy you both. You had to make a choice. You have to justify your choice by shitting on someone else's choice. But if you're a goddamn adult with a job, it's like, fucking just buy both. Maybe not at the same time, but... Like, I got my Series X, like, a few months before my PS5. I wasn't fucking shitting on PlayStation owners because I didn't have a PS5 yet. I couldn't get a PS5 yet. It was during the whole chip shortage thing, and I could only get my hands on a Series X at the time. I wanted both. I knew I wanted both, but I got whichever one was available first. But I wasn't sitting there shitting on people because I didn't have the other one. It's so fucking dumb. Like, what decade is this? Fucking console wars are still a thing. It's amazing. And then you got your Steam Deck people. Just get a Steam Deck, bro. Nobody asked. Go stand in the corner. Go play by yourself. I think Steam Deck people are the worst. Somebody be like, hey, I'm trying to choose between a PS5 and a Series X. Which one should I get? Get a Steam Deck, bro. I'm trying to decide. Should I get a Nintendo Switch OLED or should I get a ROG Ally? Get a Steam Deck, bro. I didn't ask you. I'm really liking that Lenovo Legion Go. It looks pretty cool. Get a Steam Deck, bro. It's got 2 trackpads. I don't want 2 trackpads. Well, you're stupid. Trying to decide where I should go on vacation. Should I go to Hawaii or should I go to Florida? Get a Steam Deck, bro. Like, I'm having a baby boy soon. What should I name him? I'm thinking I should name him Brian or Daniel. It's a tough choice. What do you think, Reddit? Just get a Steam Deck, bro. Yes, that'll help solve all my issues. My wife cheated on me with my brother. What should I do? Let's get a Steam Deck, bro. Just get a fucking Steam Deck. Okay? Just get an oversized, uncomfortable ass looking thing that I definitely still want. I mean, if I could find one. They're so hard to find. They're always sold out. Back when I didn't want one, they were available. And then when I want one, they're not available. And recently they were like, oh, it'll be back in mid-May. And before mid-May, suddenly it said sold out, even though it never was for sale. I was like, what the fuck? Was it on sale for like 2 minutes and then it sold out immediately to bots? I should know because immediately on Amazon, you see resellers selling it for almost double the price. And you're like, fuck you, resellers. Amazon should do something about that. It's fucking bullshit. Resellers piss me off. Yeah, for some reason on the US Steam Deck site, you can't even buy a Steam Deck. It's impossible. I think you have to be invited, which is insane. I think you have to spend a certain amount of money on Steam games to fucking get it. And it's not a lot, but you just have to be more recent. But it's like, well, I'm not interested in any Steam games right now. You mean you tell me I have to buy some Steam games? I already have Steam games. That's the whole point of getting a Steam Deck, is I want to play them on Steam Deck. I don't want to buy any more Steam games right now. I got plenty of Steam games that I haven't even touched yet. And I figured, hey, a Steam Deck would be a good reason to play those. Because a lot of the games I play, because they're super cheap, you know? And they look interesting, but then you don't play them because your computer's garbage. And I hate PC gaming anyway. And you think, oh, Steam Deck is a good choice for playing those games because it's more optimized to run well. In theory, anyway. Let's check out the site for this. To get a Steam Deck in Japan, you have to go with the... If you're on the Steam website, they redirect you to the Japanese / Hong Kong / some other country site called Komodo. And, yep, sold out. Here we go. They finally updated it. Estimated availability early June. So here soon. I guarantee it'll sell out like this. I'll miss it. I'll completely miss it. I'll be like sleeping or some shit and just miss it. Yeah, I'll end up fucking missing it. Fucking dick. I'll end up fucking missing it, of course. I wish they would just sell in stores, but they don't. The only place you can get it in stores here is like Tokyo or Osaka. But other than that, you have to get it online. But resellers use bots. Japanese people are so honorable. Not really. They're just as scummy as the rest of us. Well, not me, because I'm not a reseller. It's funny though, because I was in an electronics store recently in my own town, and there was an ROG Ally on display and behind the glass. It was just sitting in glass, and you buy one. And I was like, oh, it looks nice in person. It's pretty fucking big. Holy fuck. Because that's the one thing I wondered about. Like, how big is a fucking Steam Deck? Well, I know a Steam Deck's quite a bit bigger than an ROG Ally, and when I saw the ROG Ally in person, I was like, holy fuck, the ROG Ally is huge. That means the Steam Deck is, like, silly. It kind of made me think maybe the Steam Deck is a waste of money, and the people who buy this shit and shill for it so much are huge Valve's fanboys. But that thing is fucking huge. And the button placement and stick placement is garbage. I don't see how that's comfortable. I think people just tell you it is because they're shilling. But I do like the idea of being able to play a bunch of Steam games on it. And apparently emulators run great on it. There's a great program called Batocera where you can basically run a shit ton of emulators on it. And it's very well done. Plus Windows gaming sounds like a nightmare on the handheld. Well, anyways. Probably gonna wrap up the stream here soon. And then jump in immediately to As Dusk Falls. Recently added though. I got distracted and went on a whole rant because of that whole Hellblade 2. These are all recently added. Not that recent. These have been on here forever. I wonder what their metric of recent is. Coming to Game Pass, Humanity. Bro, I feel like I've heard of this game. I thought it was already on Game Pass. Ew, puzzle solving? No thanks. Leaving soon. Don't care about any of this crap. I don't understand the appeal of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Not at all. I don't understand its popularity. Seems goofy as fuck. Not into goofy shit. Because you played Persona 5 Royal. Really? This is what they're recommending? I don't think so. I don't think these are games that you would play for playing Persona 5 Royal. Sure, a Persona game, yes. Like a dragon, sure. Monster Hunter's hard as fuck. Games that I intend on playing this year. Yes. I mean, obviously, As Dusk Falls is on there. I'll probably play that a couple more times at least in the next few weeks because it's a short game. I can play in one day. Multiple endings. Not as many endings as I wish there was. Apparently, there's only 4, which is like, not very much. Fuck is Dune? I keep hearing about Dune. Things that get hyped up a lot that I never even fucking heard of until very recently. Oh, okay. I like to play the Gears of War stuff because I haven't played that since the Xbox 360 days. I played the original trilogy and that's it. Which it's probably a good thing because I heard that the 4 and 5 fucking suck. I mean, come on, they don't even have Marcus Phoenix on the front. They don't even have Marcus Phoenix on the front. And look at this one. Look at this one. You know this one was. You know this one was like straight up like, hey, 2020. It's the year 2020. Let's not put Marcus Phoenix on this. Wait, when did this one come out? 2016. What were they thinking? No Marcus Phoenix? That guy should be on every fucking game. I really want to play Gears Tactics because I like tactics style gameplay. What it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like tactics. What are you gonna play next? In a few minutes, I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna come back and play As Dusk Falls because it's a game that I recently played for the first time like a week ago, I think, but no one was there for it. Probably because I had just finished Persona 5 Royal and didn't announce that I was gonna play this, and I just sort of surprise played it right after finishing Persona 5. And I played it on a horrible day, horrible time, and I played it and I really loved it. And yeah, this time there's like a few different endings. And so I guess this time I'm going to make completely different choices. Try to get a completely different ending. One of those narrative-based games, sort of like Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. What else? What other game is like that? The Telltale games, that kind of stuff. Sort of like a choose-your-own-adventure kind of thing. Yeah, I got a pretty good ending the first time. And it was a very short stream. It was like a 7-hour stream. Of course, if you take away the breaks that I had, the game probably only took me like 6 hours to beat. And yeah, it's only 6 chapters anyway. But yeah, I think yeah, it's one of those choices matter kind of thing. So like the first game, the first time I played, I got a pretty good ending, and then I put up a poll. But only one person voted on it. And it was like basically like, should I play the game again and like make better choices and try to get a better ending, or should I intentionally make all the worst dialogue choices and fail the QTE actions that pop up on the screen and just see how bad the ending can be, like see how many people die and just how awful it can be. And I've done that before on other games. Yeah, I've done that on Detroit Become Human. I've done that on Beyond Two Souls. I haven't done it on Heavy Rain though. I've only beaten that game once, a long time ago. But yeah, like I am very interested to see how bad it can get, because I did make some bad choices and it led to some bad incidents, and it makes me wonder, like, that was me trying hard, and it makes me wonder what happened if I like actually just fucked everything up and just made like the worst dialogue choices, like you antagonize the guy holding a gun to your face. Fuck you, man. Go ahead, shoot me. Or like you just call somebody a bitch or something, or just punch somebody, you know. Like instead of talking things out, punch him. Just punch him. That would probably be a lot of fun. And I think, yeah, this weekend I'll be coming back to Fallout 3. That'll be a pretty long stream. I'll come back to Fallout 3 and see how far I can get. I won't play too many Fallout 3 streams. I'll try to stick mostly to the main story. Maybe do a couple side stuff that interests me. But I've beaten the game a few times in the past, so I don't want to do all the side stuff because some of it's not worth it to me. And I got all the DLC for Fallout 3, but some of the DLC is just not worth it. And honestly, I don't even know if I'll do any of the DLC. If I did, it might just be whichever one has like an extension to the ending of the game. Like, apparently, it's supposed to be played after you finish the main story and you get the credits and stuff. It's supposed to like have like an extension of the main story's ending. Cool, I guess. Maybe I might do that one. It just depends on how long it takes me to finish the base game. And then I won't jump into Fallout New Vegas too quickly. I'll probably space it out and play some other stuff. But I got Game Pass here. And I'm sure there's some games I'm interested in, like Gears of War. I haven't played Gears of War since the 360 days. Other than that, though, I really don't have anything particular that I want to play. Halo? I don't know. Hellblade? There's 2 Hellblade games now on Game Pass. Little Kitty Big City. I'm seeing a lot of hype about that. Supposed to be one of those small, casual games. I do like those. I like to have some shorter, more casual games. Because I tend to spend too much time on one game. I'll spend weeks and weeks, like up towards like a month and a half on one fucking game. And I can see how that would be pretty annoying. You see me doing nothing but one game for weeks and weeks. Persona, it was really hard though with Persona because like that's such a long game, and I just felt like I had to get it over with. And if I tried to like mix it up with other stuff, then it would have taken me the entire year to finish Persona 5. I was like, yeah, I'd rather just freaking focus on that entirely and get it done. I was enjoying it, but clearly other people weren't. So I was like, alright, well, let's just get it fucking done. I mean, I could have just quit playing it, but I don't like having like half-finished playlist on my channel. It just bothers me. As like, if I'm gonna start a game, I'm gonna finish it. I like to play Quantum Break. This is another one of those like narrative-driven sort of choices matter kind of game that I think that's what it is anyway. Got that actor in it that I can't remember his name, but looks pretty cool. One of these days, I'll finally give Starfield a second chance. I played it day one. I hated it. It was so fucking boring and badly designed. Hopefully, they've updated it a lot by the time I have try to play it again, and hopefully, they'll add a lot of quality of life improvements to it. Because it was rough. It was rough to play. And I've heard it's a lot better since then, but they're still working on it, so I'll probably wait. See what they do with it in the end. And I'm definitely waiting for mods to come out for it. Mods to come out for the Series X version of it, not the PC. Someone needs to make a fucking VATS mod, because there's still no VATS mod. How is there no VATS mod yet? You need to add VATS to the game. The VATS should have been there from the developers from day one. I don't know why they didn't put VATS. I really like this game. This game was made by the people who made Fallout New Vegas. Played this once, like, I don't think I played it last year, but I think the year before that. The Quarry I really liked. This one I played several times. This was one of those yeah, this is the other game I was trying to think of, but I couldn't remember. Yeah, like I played it once, and then I played it again immediately after, and like made better choices. And then I played it again and made the worst choices on purpose. And it was entertaining. I've played this series once, and I would love to stream it because I've never streamed it. I did play it privately. It's kind of an older game. I really like the Walking Dead Telltale game series. Unpacking is a game that I've always wanted to check out. It's supposed to be super short, a few hours long. Supposed to be a chill game. Well, that's it for Game Pass, isn't it? It's funny how I'm like, oh, there's not very much here. Well, not for me particularly. I'm sure there's plenty of games for the average player. I'm just very picky. The Quarry is kind of mid. I like Until Dawn better. I agree with you that Until Dawn is better. I like the Quarry. I like the Quarry. I don't know if I agree with mid, but yeah, Until Dawn is definitely better. I enjoyed that far more. I felt like the Quarry was kind of, well, it was made by the same company, so I feel like they were kind of just sort of copy pasting some things from Until Dawn. So all right, well, I think I'm gonna end it here, and I'll come back in a few minutes. I just need time to set up. Gotta get rid of. Gotta clean this shit up. Well, I'm not gonna clean it up. I'm just gonna throw it in the sink and soapy water, fill it up, and let it soak. I'm gonna let it soak, meaning I don't wanna scrub it right now. I'll just get rid of this camera and put it somewhere and set up the next stream. So it'll probably take me about 10 minutes. I'll come back and play as Dusk Falls, and it's a very entertaining game. It's not a long game, but it's very entertaining. I wish it was longer though. It's funny because those kind of games I wish were longer. But because of how much work goes into them, because of all the branching options, it's kind of hard for them to make it a long game. Those types of games are just naturally shorter because they have to be. Yeah. The more open-ended your game is, the harder it is to make it long. So that kind of sucks. You know, like the Heavy Rain, the Until Dawn, the Quarry, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human, Telltale games. Like, these games are not that long. But they kind of have to be shorter because there's so much branching options everywhere you look. So I get it. But it kind of sucks. In the future, though, they'll find a way. It'll probably be AI involved. They'll find a way to use AI to make these games longer, easier. Like, easier to make them longer. Of course, quality becomes an issue. Because we've seen how AI can work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work very well. Type something in Chat GPT and you think, oh, that'll work. And then it gives you... Basically, if you use Chat GPT, you gotta make sure you look over it. Make sure it's all good. And maybe have to edit it a bit yourself, because I've used ChatGPT for certain things, and you still have to look over it and sort of like change some things because it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. But I can imagine them using like AI to help with stuff like that. Are you gonna play Until Dawn? You already beat it. I played it recently, actually. Yeah, you weren't subscribed yet. It wasn't that long ago that I streamed it. I've streamed that game. I think I've streamed that game at least 3 or 4 times on this channel. I'm trying to remember the last time I played it though. It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't this year. It was sometime last year. It was the last time I played it. The last time I played it was 6 months ago. And honestly, I don't have a lot of interest in playing it right now because well, actually, that's not entirely true because it says here that the last time I played it was October 29th. So I was playing horror games. I was playing multiple horror games during the Halloween season. Like those dark picture anthology games like Little Hope, House of Ashes, Man of Medan. I want to play that other one, The Devil in Me. I want to play that one. I haven't played that one yet. That's the only one I haven't played. But yeah, I played Until Dawn back last Halloween. And it says here on my thumbnail, it says second time playthrough. So that means I've only played it twice. But I know I played Until Dawn probably years ago. I had to look it up. Type in my channel name. And Until Dawn. When was the first time I played it? 3 years ago. The first time I ever played it was... 3 years ago. Which would have been... Load ups. May 2021. Yeah, and the reason why I played it was because I had recently played Detroit Become Human. Well, it wasn't the first time I played it. The first time I played Detroit Become Human was back in 2018 when it came out. I wasn't a streamer yet. But yeah, I had played it on stream though, and some other stuff too. And I was like, yeah, I'll play Until Dawn because it's one of those. I don't like horror games, but it's one of those types of games where like choices matter. But yeah, I've played the game twice. So I think for a third playthrough, I'd probably do intentionally making all the worst choices, you know. Ooh, I just saw some creepy fucking YouTube short. What the fuck? All right, well, time to end this. I've drug it on long enough, not intentionally, but yeah, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes to play As Dusk Falls. So check it out then. See you next time. Just realized my camera's like super low. I don't know why. It just is. Maybe it's because I'm crunched down. Gotta like sit up straight. There we go. That much better. Yeah, I don't realize that I'm just doing this. Bad posture. Horrible posture. There we go. This is proper posture. Straight back. Ow, that actually hurts to straighten my back. Probably because I'm crunching so long. Ah, that fucking hurts. Alright, well, I'll be back to play As Dusk Falls and get drunk as shit. Yeah, yeah.